We begin here with ominous new signs in the coronavirus story. The World Health Organization now warning that the window to contain the outbreak is quickly closing and that we could soon be looking at a global pandemic.
The virus now spreading to new countries in the Middle East and in northern Italy. Officials are suspending public gatherings and closing schools after 19 new cases were identified.
But the largest cluster of the illness outside of China is in South Korea, where officials are reporting an 8-fold jump in new cases in the past 3 days. Our Dr. Jen Ashton is standing by with analysis, but we start here with ABC's Ian Pannell, who is in Seoul, South Korea. Ian, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, Whit. That's right. From a country that's in the grip of a major new outbreak, the Korean Deputy Health Minister saying it has entered a serious new phase, and also the number of cases worldwide has spiked yet again. This morning, a stark new warning from World Health officials over the new coronavirus known as COVID-19. Experts now saying that the cases outside China are still few, time to stop it spreading further may be running out.
The window of opportunity is narrowing, so we need to act quickly before it closes completely.
And here in the US, the CDC warning Americans that while COVID-19 isn't spreading, it may.
It's very possible, even likely, that it may eventually happen.
Worldwide, COVID-19 infecting more than 77,000 people as it spreads from the epicenter in Wuhan, China. South Korea this morning confirming more than 400 cases. Health authorities saying 80% of them linked to a single hospital and a church. And in northern Italy, the outbreak today spiking to more than 20 cases. Authorities there shutting down public spaces, closing businesses, churches and schools in several towns in an effort to slow the virus's spread. And in Iran, Tehran reporting 5 people dying from COVID-19 and 28 total cases. Now, amid all the bleak news, it is worth reminding people that the rate of infection and death in China appears to have slowed again. And although the numbers here in Korea are high, that's partly because the authorities are so good at testing large numbers of people. But of course, the challenge remains containing the spread. And everywhere you go here, Eva, people are wearing these.
All right, Ian Pannell for us there in Seoul. Let's bring in ABC News chief medical correspondent Dr. Jennifer Ashton joining us from Boston this morning. Dr. Ashton, so many questions about those cruise ships, how COVID could spread, the decision to bring those passengers back to the U.S. What has to happen to contain this outbreak?
Well, Eva, first, let's talk about, let's say, the decision to quarantine or place these quarantine restrictions in place. It's risk-benefit, right? It's the risk of doing that or quarantining people or restricting their travel and the risk of not doing that versus what proposed benefit there could be. When you talk about trying to contain an outbreak like this, the steps are identify the pathogen, isolate, diagnose and treat. And right now, and from the time that this whole outbreak started just about 6 weeks ago, each of those 4 steps has been very challenging and in some cases, frankly, problematic.
We're hearing these new numbers in other countries. What is your take on that?
I really want to caution people when you hear these numbers, we have to remember those are confirmed cases, different countries using different diagnostic criteria rather than the confirmed case count and death count. I think the real question here is the numbers of how many are being tested, how many are infected, how many are symptomatic, and how many are not symptomatic. We can't assess data until we have good data, and right now that's been challenging.
Dr. Jen Ashton, thank you so much for being with us.
Hi, everyone. George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel. And don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.